Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. Manchester United will play their last group stage match against Real Sociedad on Spanish soil. So yeah, we won't be playing at home tomorrow. We'll be going in Spain. Can believe say someone is cutting them grass and it's like almost dark. Yeah, as I was saying, we're going to Spain. Manchester United is going to Spain to play their final group stage match in the Europa League. Before I get into that, there's a few housekeeping notes I want to keep in line with as it relates to the latest things regarding Manchester United. There are a few changes regarding tomorrow's game. So there are some players that will be left out of this fixture. Yeah, I think some players need rest anyway, man. We are obviously through to the next round. I mean, it's not nothing to beat the drums about, considering that this is the Euro League, and when you're a club of Manchester United standing, you sniff your nose at the Euro League, but that's our reality right now. So we have to keep watch and just, deal with the hand that we are dealt with and just win the games that we can win and we will win, and just know say we can actually win this trophy. Now, with that being said, not to jump over the troops of the Champions League, but there are some sides in the that were initially in the Champions League that dropped out at Champions League, so they are in the Euro League right now. So Manchester United has somewhat of a, not somewhat, I'm saying somewhat sarcastically. Yeah, Manchester United have some competition. I believe Atletico Madrid, no, not Atletico Madrid was like, Atletico Madrid was like in earshot of the Euro League and then go drop out of they drop out of the Champions League and then drop out of the Euro League. My man finished fourth. Finished fourth. But yeah, there are a few other sides I can't think of any right now. But they dropped out of the Champions League and they're in the Euro League right now. So Manchester United has to be on their A game. And we have this is a time period, not this time period because of the World Cup in a couple weeks. But when it comes on to like the next elimination round, like in mid-February onwards, that is where Manchester United needs to. We're going to see how Erling Haaland is with his squad, whether he's going to flex the muscle of the squad or he's going to still stubbornly pick the same players that he's consistent and consistent and consistent. Those players are not endless batteries. You see me? So they need to get them rest. They're not, on this stamina that just runs indefinitely. They get tired. So we need to use the squad wisely. And again, it depends on what our priorities are. Do we want to win the Euro League? We need to win a trophy. Let me say that we need to win a trophy. It's almost 6 years we haven't won a trophy. We need to win a trophy. We need a trophy. Also, are we going heads on with the Euro League? Are we going to win it? Do we want to win the Euro League? FA Cup. I mean, it's good to have a FA Cup in your back pocket, but is it a priority? I mean, it gives you European football, I believe, in Euro League, but is that something that we really need actually? Capital One Cup, So in the Premier League, of course, it's top 4 finish, or at least try to win the league, which as things stand right now won't be the case, but you never know in football. So the thing is this: it boils down to priorities and where we're laying our eyes on. We can't just have no goals, no expectations this season and say, okay, we're just going to win it and see what happens. We can't be doing that. We have a good squad. We have a good manager with great discipline, so our players can't be lazy or just think that they can do anything under under the leadership of their manager, like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, where it was more lenient, more liberal. Things is we're basically in a military camp right now under Eric Tanger, so you can't be doing anything like that. You can't be doing anything like that. So the discipline is back. The discipline is back. Not to make this video long. Yeah, turn off that, man. It's almost it's late, man. Um, Let me check. Okay, so Man United's mission on a mission as Europa League group phase concludes. I just mentioned that yes, we are through to the next round. That's downright definite. But also there are some clubs that drop down in your league. So although we're on a mission, we have to be wary of the fixtures that we're gonna play against. Is me. Um So yes, Arsenal is in good is on fire this season. You know, as much as that burns me to say, they have been good this season. Isn't it the best they have been for I don't know over a decade or what, but they've been good this season. Isn't they're good, they're scoring goals, they're playing well, they're looking to win trophies. So yes, we're on a. It's good to get a European trophy under our belt. One our first European trophy in 2017 under Jose Mourinho in his first season. Can that take place again under a new manager in his first season and winning the Euro League so we can get Champions League football? Even if we don't win the Euro League, we're supposed to get Champions League football anyway in top four. But I believe we can still win the Euro League. Oh Barcelona is in the Euro League. It's funny how memories just come to you after you have a senior moment. Like you forget something in a moment and you continue talking about something and then it just slaps onto you and you just remember. So it's a Barcelona drop out of the Champions League. Arsenal in the Euro League with with Barcelona. I can't even talk and on a few other sides. So we have to be the best. You have to be, as someone would say, you have to be the best. You have to beat the best. Of course, you can't beat the best because you're in your league, and your league is not the best domestic competition. So not domestic competition, but it's not the best competition in world in club football, isn't it? So, but given the area, the surroundings that you're in, with Barcelona on one peg, Arsenal over that peg, on other sides on other pegs, with Manchester United in that. Can we be the best side in that? Can we come out as champions? Barcelona, I'm pretty sure they're looking to at least, well, Xavi is the manager, is me, but given the players they have with Champions League experience, they can actually do some damage. Yes, I mean they can actually do some damage. But let's not focus on the future right now. Let's deal with current matters. But I said that to say this because we want to know where we stand as it relates to winning the EuroLeague trophy. Speaking of EuroLeague trophy, Tony Kroos explains true feelings on Casemiro's Man United transfer after only money rant. So basically, my man is basically saying that Casemiro, his midfield compatriot, the dude that used to start in midfield with Real Madrid, Los Blancos, joined Manchester United for money. I agree with that. I agree with that. If you believe in your mind for a microsecond that Casemiro are wait, is it no, not 3 times. He won it. Hold on. He won the Champions League 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2020. That's 4 times he's won the Champions League. If you believe this brethren from Brazil won won the Champions League with Real Madrid 4 times, only to go leave Real Madrid, that is like the champions of the Champions League, and come to Manchester United, who has not been at their best, and they're in your league because of genuine interest, because he wants to join there like he had always been a fan of Manchester United. You're being a fool and you're being naive. He didn't. That's not the reason why he signed for Manchester United. The fact is that he's accomplished everything at Manchester United. Well, not at Manchester United, at Real Madrid. Some person may say, well, he's closed his chapter in Real Madrid. He's closed his chapter in Los Blancos, and he wants to mess with the Red Devils. So I'm guessing that he wants a challenge. Nothing is not wrong with having a challenge. Nothing is not challenging yourself. Wrong with challenging yourself. So I wouldn't say that he joined for money. He joined for money. Ray Charles could see it. Your dead grandmother could see it. This virgin signed for money. And that is nothing I get that. Oh, yeah, wait. He won it 5 times. My bad. I do have the best of memories or the best of history when it comes down to Real Madrid because I'm not a Real Madrid supporter. Don't be fooled by this white t-shirt. Casemiro signed for Manchester United for money. No, I'm not saying that to disparage Bridging. I'm not saying that. Because, I mean, if you're in the same position, I know say Manchester United is not really savvy with their negotiations. So, say go get a lot of money. Just like that. Number two, given the fact that you're a world-class player, are you going to deny that? Are you going to deny that? Chances are he's not. He's not. So I'm not saying this to disparage Casemiro and say he's a money grabber. It's all about motivations, man. Why would you leave Real Madrid, a top-tier club, to come to a club that is a sleeping giant that hasn't been in the Champions League consistently as previous times? Real Madrid is above Manchester United right now. And that's not an opinion, that's a fact. We need to remove feelings over facts. That's a fact. So as much as we want to beat our chest and beat our drums that Manchester United is the best club in the world, not right now. Definitely not in the Champions League. We're lucky that we can even pull great players, given that we have been poor ever since Sir Alex Ferguson left. It's our reputation and our CV that has led us to still attract top-tier players, even when we're not in the Champions League. So if you believe that, alright, let us look back in history for a second. There are some players I can't remember right now because my memory is jacked up. There are some players that have joined Manchester United for the last, 5-6 years. I can't name them right now. That signed for Manchester United when Manchester United was not in the Champions. When Manchester United didn't even have no European football. Is me. Didn't have no EuroLeague football, no Champions League football, and they signed for Manchester United. So do you think they signed for Manchester United out of genuine interest? Do you think they signed for Manchester because they were really a Manchester United boy? They really supported Manchester United from since they were in their father's slippers and their father's slippers couldn't fit them. Do you really think they went there maybe to challenge themselves? Maybe. But it's not out of genuine love for the club. So I agree with Tony Kroos on this. Now I don't know if Tony Kroos is saying this to air out the business that, say my brethren that I used to play with at Real Madrid in Ghana, Manchester United, if you go get money. That's messed up. I don't think he's saying that with that connotation, but he's actually expressing his true feelings as mentioned here. That yes, Casemiro, Carlos Enrique Casemiro, I believe that's his full name, don't get me quoted on it fully. This brethren signed for money. And it's clear. Champions League to Euro League, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. Same thing with Ronaldo. We don't want to go there, but let's go there. Ronaldo didn't join back Manchester United because of his genuine love. He's joined back because for two reasons, basically. For two, this brethren will never give up the fact that he's washed up. Never. So, and secondly, because Messi left for PSG, and Messi was in, the highlights, the spotlights of getting, after 20 odd years of being at Barcelona, Messi has closed his chapter in Barcelona and moved to PSG. I know all the spotlights is on Messi. We all know that Ronaldo is an attention grabber. He wants attention on him. So this brethren left Juventus, the old ladies, to come to Manchester United because the spotlight was on Messi and he didn't want that. So he came to Man United. He could have gone to Man City for all we know, but he didn't. And here he is. To challenge himself. Because he doesn't want to give the fact that he's not that same player anymore. He believes he's still that dude. But dude, you're not that same dude, man. You're washed up. But wrapping up this segment on Casemiro, I'll say this, man. Whether Casemiro joined here for money or not is none of our problems. That shouldn't be none of our worries right now. The fact is that he's here right now and he's playing well. So whether his motivation came here because he wants more money, he's tired of Real Madrid, which is likely the case. But if you retire Real Madrid, you know, well, some person may say, well, if it's for money, Papa Perez could have upped the ante on his contract and he could have stayed. But again, this Bridging won everything at Real Madrid. So he has no motivation to really stay at Real Madrid. That's like charging a phone when it's at 100%, man. He doesn't have no need to stay there. He's won everything. All he's going to be doing is like some Ryan Giggs and Scholes did. Win trophies in a high degree of quantity that you have already won more than once. So the fact is, Casemiro is playing well right now. Don't be judging the man's motivation whether he left Real Madrid because of money or whatever. Personally, I believe in my opinion, my strong full opinion, he left for money. But that's not going to make me see him a different way because he's playing well for Manchester United. What I care about is not his lifestyle or what he does off the pitch, or what he does on the pitch. That's what I care about. And the fact is, seeing that he's here, and see, he's Brazilian, man. When it comes down to loyalty, bro, loyalty and Brazilians is a fine line. It's a fine line. I can't, I can't even remember I don't, dude. Brazilians are not known for loyalty, man. The only Brazilian that I think is known for loyalty is probably Cafu. Wait, Cafu was that what? AC Milan before he retired or something. But when it comes down to loyalty, bro, don't you and Brazilians in the mix, don't even bring up loyalty. Most Brazilians, generalizing right now, most Brazilians are not loyal to a football club. They just love playing football, period. And the fact is, if a club is giving them more money than they already are earning, they're going to move to greener pastures. That's that. We have seen it with Ronaldo from Barcelona to Inter Milan. After one season, the bridging goalie from Barcelona to Inter Milan. After one full season of being a very world-class player at Barcelona, he moved to Real Madrid. Not Real Madrid, to Inter Milan, then to Real Madrid. But I'm talking from Barcelona to Inter Milan. The reason why he left was not because he was tired of Barcelona or he broke, if he fell off and fell out with the board of Barcelona. That ain't the reason. He left because his demands was not met by the Barcelona board and he wanted more money, so he left to Inter Milan. So when it comes on to Brazilians, bro, it's a fine line when it comes on to loyalty. Fine line. Is me. So anyway, let's go back to the preview of the Manchester United game against Real Sociedad tomorrow. So tomorrow, as I've mentioned before, is our last game in the group stage. We're obviously through to the next round. Our main players will have to play tomorrow. Now, if our main players play tomorrow, I guess everything I wants to do one over on Real Sociedad, given the fact that they have actually won against us in our first game at Euro League. They won against us at Old Trafford. So if he's going to be starting mostly main players, he wants to have the last say, the final say. Say, oh, okay, you won against me in the first game, but I'm going to have the final say. You won the battle, I'm going to win the war. Or is the I won the war, but I'm going to win the battle. Whatever, any way you want to nice or slice it. The fact is, if he's starting his main players, it's going to be based on the fact that he wants to have total control against Real Sociedad. I haven't seen nothing of Real Sociedad in the last years. But I think Yanazai still plays for Real Sociedad. Man, forgive me if Yanazai is not at Real Sociedad anymore. Our brother has been on Internet Explorer and he hasn't kept up with the current news. But Real Sociedad is a decent. Well, they beat us in the first game of the Euro League, but they're still a decent side. They can knock the ball on the floor. They're a Spanish side. So they're not going to be going route one style, ball from the centre back to the centre forward up top. They're not going to be doing that football. They're going to play their football. We can beat, that's not, we definitely can beat Real Sociedad away from home, whether it's 1-0 or 2-0. What's important is how we use the squad. We're going into the World Cup in a few weeks. So certain players have to be utilized. And that's going to transition me into the starting level. I believe David is going to keep his spot. I do. I don't see everything like changing the goalkeeper. David is just. Hey, say what you want about David said that he's not the same player, whatever. But this Bridging is still world class. I don't see David resting tomorrow, so let's put David back into the mix. Goalkeeper David. Right back. I don't see myself. I don't visualize Wan-Bissaka starting tomorrow. I don't see it. Dallo is going to keep his spot because Dallo is just immense at right back. Centre back, Victor Lindelof might play. Victor Lindelof might start actually. He might get, of course, he might get game, but he might start. You know what? I'm gonna put back Harmaguire and Lisandro Martinez will be starting on centre back. So yeah, those are. Lisandro Martinez is our main starter for us this season, and Harmaguire has been relegated and demoted to the bench as he should. Left back, I'm going with La Masia hasn't been getting games lately. I'm going with La Masia tomorrow. Left back. Not La Masia. I'm thinking of Barcelona's youth academy. Malasia. I always get those two confused and mixed up. So yeah, I'm going with Malasia, not La Masia, at left back. In midfield, I'm going with a double pivot of Fred might get, yeah, I'm going with Fred and Casemiro. Speaking of Casemiro. As the number 10, I don't see Danny Van de Beek start. I don't even think that Bruno has played for what, 5 months or what. Bruno might keep his plate, might his plate, as if I'm sharing food, might keep his place in the starting level. So add Bruno to it. Bruno Fernandes as the number 10. Rashford, speaking of wingers, let me address wingers first. Anthony didn't play in the last game due to minor injury, which I think is bogus because that Virgin was benched. Because, everything like this approved of his useless skill. I believe Anthony will be starting on the right wing tomorrow. Ilanga can sit down on the bench, that Virgin. No, we don't want Ilanga to be starting. On the left hand side, I believe Sancho will be starting tomorrow as well. And through the middle is Ronaldo. Ronaldo will be starting. Cristiano Ronaldo will be starting tomorrow. Cristiano Ronaldo is known for scoring goals against Spanish sides. This Virgin used to eat Spanish sides for breakfast, lunch, and dinner all day, every day. 28. This Virgin knew how to score goals in Spain. So don't be surprised if he gets a brace tomorrow. It's me. So yeah. Running back, David De Gea, Dallo, Lisandro Martinez, Harmaguire, Malasia, Fred, Casemiro as a double pivot, Bruno Fernandes as the number 10, Sancho on the left wing, Anthony on the right wing, and up top is Cristiano Ronaldo. It's 24 minutes already. Leave your comments down below. Starting level and your score. My score prediction. I ain't going for nothing big, man. I'm just a humble you, just asking for crumbs right now. Isn't because Real Sociedad beat me in the first game, so I actually think I can't remember my score prediction against Real Sociedad in my first. I think I said Man United go beat Real Sociedad by 3-0 in the first game, and we got beaten 1-0, but through a penalty. I'm gonna humble myself this time. I'm gonna humble myself. I'm gonna start humble myself. I'm going with a 2-1 victory to Manchester United. So yeah, we will concede tomorrow, I believe, but it will be a victory nonetheless in our favor. Scoring predictions down below, and I'll show to you guys. Will I be doing a match reaction tomorrow? I might or I might not, but stick and still for it regardless, and I'll show it to you guys tomorrow. Hopefully, if I don't, I'll definitely do a video on the preview for Manchester United next match. I don't think I'll be doing that based on my schedule, but we'll see how things work out, man. With that being said, I'll show it to you guys in the next video podcast. I'm out.